Good morning. Mic check. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Lisa. And anyone else who put the mic check emote. Appreciate that. God bless you.
I thought Facebook was down today or something.
Oh, is it?
So Instagram.
Oh man, how are you gonna get all your birthday messages?
I know, Instagram is bugging out. So I answered all the birthday texts today. Normally I wait, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just get them done immediately.
Okay.
And then I went to go to Instagram and I had none. And I was like, that's weird. No one like tagged me in anything. None of it. And then I started like getting like error messages every time I click something. And I was like, oh, Instagram's down. People do love me.
Maybe.
Yeah, Run Like a Husky said, surprised I even can get in here. Every single thing is down on my phone. It could be Amazon Web Services.
Maybe.
I wonder if Instagram uses them.
Well, we're on Twitch.
Oh, that's true.
So.
Well, don't jinx it. Oh, wow, Run Like a Husky can't get into their email.
Say that again?
Run Like a Husky can't get into their email. Jill just said, has anyone ordered from Halara?
What?
Halara. Morgan from Bobby
Halara?
Yes. Morgan from Bobby Bone Show orders from there all the time. My niece, Alyssa, did. And I've tried on some of the stuff. It's pretty good. And their returns are weird because they'll just say, okay, keep the stuff and we'll give you credit.
Did you take extra gummies today?
No. I didn't have any.
I feel like you're like,
This is 36. I did have one. I just did, though.
Huh?
I did have one, but I just did.
Oh.
Like, just did. It hasn't kicked in yet.
Maybe. I mean, they kick in within 3 minutes.
I feel like I should go pee now.
Well, you got 40 seconds, Carla Marie. You should have peed earlier.
What an odd time.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning and welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show. My name is Anthony.
I'm Carla Marie.
And this is the show. You are the show. And there are a couple things we got to get into today. First, Carla Marie. Happy birthday.
Woo.
Yeah, do the
Now
shoulder
you
shake.
do it. Can't.
There you go. Happy birthday, Carla Marie.
Thank you.
Look at you in your best mob wife attire.
Hell yeah.
You finally hit that age.
I did.
When do you get your condo in Staten Island?
On Staten Island?
Staten Island. No, it's in. I don't think you're on Staten Island.
We've talked about this one before.
I think you're on Long Island.
But why wouldn't you also be on that island? It's not connected.
I don't know.
We need answers.
I don't know. But
I
when are
should
you
get some
getting your
red
Staten?
nails.
I'll say it this way: When are you getting your Staten Island condo?
I don't know. Hopefully soon. I saw K. Logan or Clogan. I don't know what to call you. Thank you. 40-month streak.
What if it's clogging?
Could be clogging.
Like I'm clogging them toilets. We do have a hype train going on. We are already in hype train level 2. And I know we do have a special drink that Carla Marie is going to make later on because we have our friends from 21 Seeds joining the show today.
Yeah. I mean, I could make it sooner.
Well, I think we should just do a straight up shot for your birthday if we get to the hype train.
Of 21 Seeds?
Of whatever. 21 Seeds works. It's an easy shot, actually.
Yeah, I have to make it cold.
You could.
I have the shaker ready.
Because they have the jalapeno.
We're not taking...
What?
We're going to take a shot of jalapeno?
Yeah, why not?
I guess
Live it up a little bit,
that is
sister.
the one flavor. Are they called flavors?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. The one flavor I'm not using in the drinks when we're on, so
then we'll rip a shot of the jalapeno.
We're gonna rip some shits.
21 Seeds. But that's only if we get through level 5 of the hype train. Now, speaking of,
Thank you. I just see everyone saying I have to respond. Like, my body makes me say thank you to everyone.
It just says thank you. It's
By
fine.
the way, Kay Logan said, now I'll always hear clogging. Thanks.
Oh, don't invite them over. They're always clogging them toilets. Speaking of making money, because we are talking about the hype train, which if you're not familiar, the hype train is basically where whatever you do to support this stream, whether if you're not following right now, you can hit the follow button. That will help. If you're not subscribed, you can subscribe using Prime or your own dollars.
Yep.
You can gift with bits. You can also gift subscriptions. Any of those things that support the stream help move the hype train along. One of the reasons we haven't been doing gifted subs, though, we've been asking people not to gift subs, is because we're also this month, for the whole month of March, trying out the Twitch Ad Incentives Program.
Yes.
AKA the Twitch AIP.
And this will be a good time for me to go to the bathroom. These are ad breaks.
Yeah, that's
part
true.
of the reason we get to run them.
So we played around with it a little bit yesterday, and it like kicked in an ad way too early. Like I think we were already in an ad, so I adjusted some things, and I believe if everything works properly, we are going to have a 3-minute break around halfway through the show, and once we come back from that break, it'll give us time to actually set up our friends from 21 Seeds, get them on the stream, and then we'll come back. Carla Marie can go to the bathroom.
I got to make the drink.
Make a drink.
I need more than 3. How am I going to make 2 drinks and pee?
Why don't you, because I actually have something we need to try out.
Okay, well, let's not do that yet. Let's just start the show.
You don't want to do the thing that I tested yesterday?
Yeah, but let's get started, then we'll do the little test.
Okay, what do you want to get started with, Carla Marie?
Well, Jen, by the way, said that her and Lisa, one of them said it, but together they made a cookie with the 21 Seeds tequila. So remind us that.
Oh, that's cool.
When we have them on, so we can tell them. I think they'll appreciate that.
This is going to sound dumb, but I'm openly someone who does not know how to cook or bake. How do you put tequila in cookies?
You just put it in when you pour in like the melted butter.
So then what does it do?
Adds flavor, fluff.
Tequila adds fluff?
I don't know.
We are in Hype Train level 4. Also, along with testing out ads, we are going to play a game, which is kind of the same thing. I'll explain that later on. And then it's not on the list right now because it didn't save properly. But Carla Marie had saving baby names.
Yes. We're doing that right now?
Sure, why not?
So,
well, you didn't want to do the game.
Right. So yesterday, in our family group chat, we all get a text from my niece, Krista Marie, who's 21 years old.
Okay.
She says something along the lines of, hey, since I'm the youngest, I'm probably going to be the last one to have kids. Can everyone just please not take these 2 names?
Okay. Now, she is not the one that's getting married. She's not the one that also has a baby already. Okay.
And she said, they were like Juliana and Antonio.
Antonio?
And my mom goes, well, Antonio is Anthony.
Yeah.
Kind of saying, like, we already have 2 people in here that are with an Anthony. Mm-hmm. There's a chance that their kids would be named Anthony. And she's like, no, it's not.
I mean, it's the same.
Okay. And I was like, you know what? You're good. I don't want them. Yeah. Those are fine. And then I follow up with, also, your name taste is going to change in the next 15 years. So don't worry, because the names I wanted at 21 are not the same. And my sister was like, 15 years? I was like, dude.
What do you mean 15 years?
I'm 36. She's 21. And that's what I was saying. Like, you're going to say, you're saying you want these names now at 21 years old?
Yeah.
And I was making a joke that in 15 years, your name taste is going to change, which is wild. Just wild to think that 21. I was 21 once, being like, "Oh, this is what I'm going to name my kids in my 20s."
Everyone does that. Everyone has like those phases and whatnot.
What a joke.
But there's got to be actual family fights or friend fights when you get to an age where you actually you and your friends are having babies and stuff.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to call dibs?
Well, that's what can you do that?
Because I'm not even taking, no offense to your niece, I'm not taking her request necessarily seriously.
Well, right. I mean, luckily it's not a name that I like.
But at what point can you save a name? Because I know a lot of people also don't share names anymore. Like
Right.
you won't tell people until the day the baby's born and you
what
name
if someone pops out a kid the day before you and names their kid?
Yeah, that's tough.
I don't think you can call dibs. I think you just say, okay, well then you also name your baby that.
I think it depends.
I don't
think
think
it
you can dib it.
depends, like the diapers. I think it depends on how close the person is to you. Like, for example, did we get through Hype Train level 5? I think we did.
I saw a bunch of people dropping bits. Jen, Lisa,
Let's
Christina.
see those shot glasses if we got there. Oh, no, we're in level 5 right now.
Okay.
So let me explain. So I have my bro crew chat, right? There's about a dozen of us in there. I don't think in that chat any of us would be able to call dibs on names. Because even though we are all really, really close friends, we're a very tight-knit group. We've been friends since basically college and right after. I just don't think, other than the times that we're together, if I was to name my kid something and Steve was to name his kid something, I don't think they're going to interact that much. But my brother Justin's getting married. Our kids will hopefully interact at some point in life, my kids and Justin's kids. So I think if you're siblings, you do have to have that talk and maybe call dibs.
I don't know, but there are families where like everybody's got the same name. Hello.
But that's like that's planned, right? Like I went to
okay,
on the
but
track team in Seton Hall. I had a kid who I knew as Shane for the first 3 years of running track with him. Turns out his first name is Robert, but he goes by Shane because every man in his family is named Robert.
And like, you know what though? Let me just complain about that. Because what the hell is the point of naming him Robert if you're not going to call him Robert?
I don't know. Maybe it's like some old English thing.
It's so insane.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't think you can call dibs. It's
At
a
all.
name.
In
No.
any case.
No.
So if your niece, one of your nieces,
I would be
and
mad.
your sister,
Yeah.
were pregnant at the same time, and your niece came up to your sister Ashley Marie and said, "Hey, listen, we're gonna pop out kids within this many months apart.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that I want to name my kid Gustav." And your sister's like, "No, but I wanted to name my kid Gustav." Who's in the right? Because they're not going to have cousins
Why
both
not?
named Goose. Because it's a very unique
Goose.
name. Goose.
One gets to be Goose and one gets to be Stuff.
Stavros and Goose.
Well, I can tell you no one is getting the same names that Ashley wants.
Why is that?
Well, because Ashley's like, well, if I have another kid, it would be Salvatore, if it's a boy, or
That's a nice Italian name for
Serafina, or
like the candle wax.
Graziana.
Isn't Sarah? What do you put in paraffin, not seraphim.
And our great
Wait,
grandpa's
Serafina?
our great grandpa's name, which she doesn't even know this, is Serafino. So I just started messing with her, and I was like, well, I wouldn't go Serafina. If I had a boy, I'd name him Serafino after our great grandpa. Now, just to like start setting her off, like, you're going to have to name one letter off.
Because you're a troll?
Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Actually, I'm going to name my next cats Serafina and Salvatore.
Let's see. My brother is Wayne Michael. We call him Mike because there are a lot of Waynes in the family. Huh. See, I think a lot of people do that. I am one of 3 Anthonys in my family.
Exactly. Like,
Except
and everyone's okay.
But there's a difference.
What?
So the person I'm named after, there's a reason there's at least 2 of us. One is because I'm named after my oldest cousin on my dad's side, who goes by Tony.
You're named after him.
I'm named after him. But so I don't know if I've told this story. So Tony's father was murdered in Lebanon. Okay.
Some light storytelling this morning.
It was a crazy time. So my dad, when he was like 16, would take Tony basically everywhere with him.
It's crazy that your dad was 16
Yeah. So
doing this.
people started calling him, because in Arabic, like, you'd be Abu Tony or Abu, whoever. Like that's
Uncle.
father of.
Oh,
No,
father.
father. Jokingly, they'd call my dad Abu Tony.
Okay, but
So hold on.
in Aladdin,
Yeah,
what
Abu.
isn't it the monkey?
Yeah,
His father.
yeah. So because they kept calling my dad Abu Tony, he made up in his mind his first boy was going to be named Tony.
At 16 years old.
At some point in his life, he did. When he told my mom, she said, "That's fine, but we live in New Jersey now with a bunch of Italians. We're not calling our son, our Middle Eastern son, our Palestinian, Lebanese, Jordanian son, Tony."
Yeah, but where did that get her? I mean, I guess not. It could have been worse.
Very few people call me Tony.
No, I'm not right.
Oh,
But
yeah.
very a lot of people think you're Anthony Italian.
So the agreement was to call me Anthony and never nickname me Tony. Okay, that was the deal between my parents. So me being called Anthony is directly related to my cousin being called Tony. Then there's a cousin between us who was born in Quebec,
Okay.
and my uncle named him Antoine, which is
Okay.
really just Anthony in like French.
I like Antoine.
So
I feel like my mom
no,
calls
not
you that.
Antoine, it's Antoine.
My mom calls you Antonio sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like not.
But I don't have a cousin named Antonio.
No.
So there are 3 Anthonys in my family, and I guess no one called dibs.
And everyone's okay.
I kind of wonder, I don't know if my cousin Tony, I don't know if his full legal name is Anthony. I think it might just
So
be
he was
Tony.
born in Lebanon named Tony?
Probably.
That doesn't make any sense. Something's off.
Well, you have to remember, so a lot of people think if you're born in the Middle East, you're going to have like a very Middle Eastern sounding name, but we're also Christian. So there are like,
Saint Anthony?
what?
Saint Anthony?
Yeah, so we have Christian biblical names, not necessarily like your stereotypical Arab Muslim names. Also, in Lebanon specifically, because it was a French protectorate, it was like kind of a colony, but not really.
Yeah.
We have a lot of French-inspired names as well, where you would get like an Antoine or John or any of those normal kind of standard names.
Jean?
More standard names. Yeah, that's actually that's how they spelled my uncle's name when he came over, was Gene. And he didn't want to change it until he got to school and people started calling him Gene, not John. And he realized there's a big
Until they took any sort of French lesson and known. No.
Note?
What's happening? I think 36 is the end.
That's it.
I almost said 20.
Your brain is gone. I do want to try something.
All right, we did complete level 5.
So you have to go make a
I'm
shot.
going to take a pee break and make a shot.
Okay. As Carla Marie does that, I do want to try something. So yesterday you noticed that if you were here, you noticed that, let me switch this camera. Bam. Yeah, that's even worse. There we go. So yesterday when we took our first ad break or any of our ad breaks, you probably realized that if you're subbed to this channel, you didn't get served an ad. So you just got like a waiting screen. So what I tried to do was build a waiting screen for people who don't get ads that's a little more interactive. So what we are going to do is we're going to test out the thing that should play when our ads start, if that makes sense. So I'm going to put this up on the screen. There we go. And it's a word game that you should be able to play through the chat. And I think I can command it to restart by doing this. Let's see. Okay. So you should be able to just type words into the chat that then play this game. You might have to type in !play first. Oh, there you go. Maybe you don't. And the way this game works is you can only guess a correct answer between each of those padlocks. So if you already guessed one correctly, you have to wait until it unlocks, which should be now. Okay, and now everyone can go again. This is pretty cool. I'm not even looking at the words. Oh, Mercury's already up there. Man, what are the other? Curry's up there. Mercy. Why can't I think of? What about? Nope, that didn't work. None of us can get those other words, huh? For some reason, do I have to do this? Let's see. Exclamation point play. Okay, that didn't do anything. Mario's already in there. So let's see. We only missed one as a team. That's pretty good. So what was that last word? Let's see. We got 8 out of 9. Is he going to tell us the answers? Wait. Did I miss it? Did it not tell us what the answers were?
Damn, Rebecca. Why are 1 and 3 yellow?
I'm not sure. Maybe they got multiple words. Or maybe just to separate the 1, 2, and the 3. It looks like it's gold, silver, and bronze. They just both look yellow on our screen.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay, so wait, hold on. So now we'll be able to play that if you are subbed to this channel or if you're not served an ad, that should come up. And I have a button here that I programmed. We'll see if it works. But that should it should pull up the scene that will let you do this, mute our microphones, and play the ad.
And if you
hopefully it works.
Are a subscriber, you can do that. If you're not a subscriber, you're going to see the ads.
If you're not served an ad, you will get that.
Okay.
If you're served an ad, we can't do anything to help you there. But
let's do another. Okay, you'll do it when it's ad time. All right.
Okay, so we're going back to the screen, to our screen?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you do? That's all right.
Okay, so I used 21 seeds, cucumber, jalapeno, tequila.
Okay.
With some lime juice.
All right, let's do it.
But
man, when was the last time you shook up a shot? It's been a while, huh?
I was like struggling for it. I was like, how many ounces do I do? I know Jordan's out today because it's Seattle Cocktail Week. Actually, Jordan's at our house.
Well, Jordan's not out. She's working today.
I said it's Seattle Cocktail Week.
Yeah,
well, she's not out drinking for Seattle Cocktail.
Yeah.
But she's staying with us this week, her and her fiance.
Here, you can put it here.
To make life easier for them because they don't live near the city.
They live very far, yeah.
And it's so fun having roomies.
All right, so we've got about 6 minutes until we have to take our first break, our first official break of the day. So, Carla Marie, cheers to you. Happy birthday. Thank you to everyone who supported the stream this morning.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate that. And our friends from 21 Seeds will be on with us in a couple of minutes.
I'm so excited to talk to them.
Woo! That's so easy. So what did you put in here?
So cold. Why can't, how is other tequila awful and this is so good?
I don't know.
Okay. It's just this and lime juice.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And that was a very easy shot to take. Almost dangerously easy.
Yeah.
So drink responsibly.
Yeah, so we'll talk to them more. If you missed it last year, we had them on. We're going to have 2 of the owners this year. And how they started the company is wild. I'm not going to, we'll let them explain all of it. But the whole point is that it's tequila that you can drink straight if you wanted to, just over ice. And they can't guarantee not having a hangover, but it's it's good tequila.
Less likely, maybe?
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. And it's 35% alcohol by volume, so it's still, pretty strong.
Okay.
What's up, Carla Marie?
What's next?
Oh, what's next? I mean, nothing really. How do you feel about being 36?
Well, I woke up this morning and Anthony told me I didn't look a day older than 36.
You don't. You look exactly your age. No. You know, it's interesting because Carla Marie and I, people always find it necessary to tell us, when they find out our age. You go, oh, my God, no way. And I do think, Carla Marie, you don't necessarily look your age. I don't know what your age is supposed to look like.
Me neither.
But I'd say you still look like you're in your 20s.
I think it's
maybe not with that vest, but the rest of the package.
This was my birthday vest. I rented this from Armoire on purpose for today.
Why?
Because I thought it was fun.
I mean, it is a fun looking vest.
The other option was my Taylor Swift concert shirt. It's just glittery. So.
No, I think this is better.
Right?
Because you're celebrating you today, not Taylor Swift.
Well, I didn't make it. It's just a glitter shirt.
Oh, like a shirt you wore to see Taylor
yeah,
Swift.
yeah.
I thought when you said a Taylor Swift shirt, I thought you meant it had Taylor Swift on it. And I guarantee you everyone else thought that.
Okay, well.
I can't be the only one.
I'm sorry. I think that, obviously, I have Botox occasionally, but I let it run out and you don't notice it. I notice it. But aside from that, I think that so much of what your age aura or presence is your mindset.
Yeah.
And we've been in an industry, and we talk about this all the time, how like Danielle and Elvis from Elvis Duran in the Morning Show and C100 do not seem their age. And I think because we've been in this industry where you just get to act like a child, it does that. And it just happens naturally to us. So if you're in an industry that's serious, just keep that in mind, that it's okay to still be a child and act like a child and be silly. Like, serious is getting you nowhere.
But I agree with you there. But I think regardless of what your job is, obviously ours helps in that journey, right? But I think as long as you treat yourself properly, right? Part of it is treating your body right, treating your mind right. But as long as you do that and you remember that at the end of the day, we're all going to die.
Spinny rock.
Enjoy your life.
Yep.
Have fun. Right? Everything else, I mean, are there things that matter? Absolutely. If you've got kids, do you have more pressure on you? Absolutely. But you have to remind yourself, you know, you're only going to get one shot at this. You may as well enjoy it.
Yep.
Right? Be silly when you want to be silly.
Justin said, don't take life too seriously. No one makes it out alive.
Famous words from Van Wilder, I believe. Right? And at the end of the day, I think it's also important to realize, like, we're all making this up, right?
Yeah.
No one really knows what's going on.
And even, I feel like when people finally start to realize what's going on, the world changes enough that everything is different.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just try to teach an older person how to use YouTube TV or anything like that.
Oh, yeah. That happened.
But that person, it doesn't mean that person's dumb. It just means they thought they had everything figured out. And then the world said, we're going to change how you watch TV.
Everything.
That remote, those channels you remembered, none of them matter.
Yeah.
Do you remember, like, you'd remember all the channels?
Yeah.
Growing up. Like 36 growing up was ESPN. 33 growing up for me was Nickelodeon.
Yes. 29, Weather Channel. Loved watching that. Get my weather on the 8s.
Do you know what channel ESPN is here?
Is it a number or just type in the words?
Exactly. It's got to be like 450 or something.
And we had to play a video game or a VHS tape. You had to put on channel 3. Make it make sense.
Lisa said that 21 was MTV, 33 was VH1. See, yeah, everyone.
52 was MTV for me. 51 was VH1.
Everyone remembers the channels from when they're kids, but I guarantee you, if you ask anyone under 20 years old what channel number something is, they're going to have no idea. Because even if you have regular cable.
When you say channel to them, they think YouTube channel.
Yeah. Or Twitch channel or something. But even if you have regular cable, right? Even if you don't have YouTube TV or Hulu with live TV or anything like that, even if you have regular cable, like when I had Xfinity, I could just talk into my remote.
Yeah, my dad.
And tell it to go to a channel.
I think because my parents watch regular cable.
To a network, not a channel.
My dad, now he'll be like, oh, I think that's, and he'll say the number. So even them with regular cable now and always having regular cable, they've kind of been untrained in that world.
Give me one.
So yeah,
moment
being
here.
old or getting older has everything to do with how you watch TV. Apparently, what's the matter?
I had to put something on here. There we go. Okay. So what we're gonna do right now?
Wait, now's break. Are they here?
We're gonna take a break because it's 8:31.
But what if they're not there?
Well, let's see. I can check if they're in the waiting room. Yeah, it looks like they are here. So we are going to take a break. And when we come back, so hopefully this button that I installed will work, and we'll go to our ad break and all that stuff. You should still see us as well on your screen. You just won't be able to hear us.
I have to go make some cocktails.
Okay, just wait one moment, Carla Marie. So what we'll do is we're going to take a break. It shouldn't take more than 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll be back with our friends from 21 Seeds. Okay. Right? Here we go. Let's see if this button works. are back. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty originally, but we are good. We are ready to roll, and we've got our guests. Carla Marie, take it away.
Okay, so these are two of the founders of 21 Seeds. We have Sarika and Nicole. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
So last year we actually had Kat on around the same time, and now I'm very excited that we actually get to see the rest of the seeds, if you will. So before we get into the brand and everything about it, I know that the name, it's two sisters, one friend, correct? Okay, where do
That's
each
right.
of you fall in the sister friend category? Okay. And then Sarika, that makes you the friend.
I'm the friend. That's
Okay.
right. Although we like to say I'm like the fourth sister sometimes.
No, I
That's
totally
what
get it.
happens when you.
But who were you friends with first is the most important question. Who brought you into the group?
I can't say.
Oh.
No, cats. Yeah.
Okay.
Cat.
So, well, I'm going to start off. So I just made these drinks during that break. So cheers to... I'm sorry. I would
Well-
have made you guys some if you were here.
You have to tell me what I'm drinking first, Carla Marie. And by the way, it is Carla Marie's birthday, so these are
yeah.
also birthday cocktails.
It is very...
Ooh, happy birthday.
Thank you. So this is... You have the grapefruit hibiscus
Okay.
with just some club soda.
Okay, cool.
The
Let me get this thing out of the way for a second.
Easiest to make. And then I have the Valencia orange with simple syrup and lime. And that's it's just seed margarita, right? Is what it's...
Mm-hmm.
They're so easy to make, and
Yeah.
they're so good. So we love 21 Seeds since we found out about you guys over a year ago. But our audience, some of them know you, some of them don't, because some of them may or may not have been here last year. So let's talk a little bit about how and why the brand started. Oh, 1 second.
Yes, Carla Marie.
They can't hear.
Who can't hear it?
The audience.
Everything is up.
Sorry, guys.
Let's see.
Oh, thank you. Earlier we mixed up shots with the,
Oh, yeah.
The jalapeno, just that with some lime juice, and it was great.
So good.
Could you move your phone for a second?
There's
Okay. Everything should be. This doesn't make
su-
any sense.
It looks like they're saying Nicole is super low. Can you make her louder?
Oh, yeah, that's easy. Okay. But we have audio. That's easy. I can change that
Okay.
right there. Okay. Perfect.
They said have her talk. Nicole, speak. All right, good.
So,
There we go.
All right, we love it. Okay, so we are good. So yes. And by the way, did you guys plan the pink on purpose today, or is this super random?
we did. This is super random. Yeah.
Sorry, we're just there. So you can't see the chat right now. We have a live chat with our audience, and they're like, nope, can't hear Nicole. So, and make sure they're seeing. So when they're saying bottom right, it's not flipped, right? It's not Sarika for them. Okay, just making sure.
But both of them are coming through. Which doesn't
Okay.
make sense.
It's not on you, Nicole. I will continue to sip my cocktail as they said. So I don't know if you can hear Nicole or Sarika at all reminding me to just sip my cocktail through this. So thank you, ladies. They're just saying I love it. Girls call the shots.
So what we're going to do is we're going to bump this up, and we'll see if maybe that helps. So, all right. We can hear her, but very low and okay, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, why would we be able to hear her fine? Completely
I don't
fine.
know. This is the problem with the internet, and this is why you need to do things in real life, like hang out with us at Seattle Cocktail Club's Carnival of Cocktails, because we don't have these technical problems at live events. But everything should be working, so I think we're good.
We did just have someone say, I love seeing their booth at Carnival of Cocktails last
Yes.
year. The 21 Seeds booth was one of the best, if not the best, just visually pleasing, aside from the fact that there was great alcohol. It was visually amazing. And I used all my tickets there, to be honest with you.
I actually did as well. I think I may have used one other ticket somewhere else just to say like, oh, I explored. But
yeah,
all of my tickets. It also helped that we were pretty close to the 21 Seeds booth. So
it was great.
You know.
Okay, so let's go back to when and how and why 21 Seeds was created. How
Hey,
did
Nicole,
it all
you want to
start?
jump in for the cat story?
Let's see what they're saying.
I can hear you.
Let me do one more thing. All right, what about now? Nicole, if you could just do me a favor, Nicole, and just say her name.
Nicole.
Okay. We should be good now. So go for it.
All right, everyone's feeling my voice right now?
Yes.
Okay. If you all don't have a seed and soda in front of you, this is a good time to sit back and hear the amazing story of 21 Seeds.
Okay.
Which
Story
all
time, got my
started.
drink. Let's go.
It all started with Kat. She was happily a wine drinker, loved the ritual of drinking wine, had a glass of wine to finish off her night. She was a mom of 2, had, as all moms have, 20 different hats that they're wearing and jobs that they're doing. And so she loved that ritual. Unfortunately, the ritual did not love her, and she was not digesting and being able to consume this wine. It was making her feel really crappy in the morning. She thought she was in menopause at the age of 30 and didn't know what was going on. And so she went to her doctor and said, "What's going on?" And her doctor basically said, "For you, I think the culprit is the wine you're drinking."
Wow.
And she says, "No, doctor, no, tell me it's not so."
Like literally anything
And
else.
anything but that, right? And he said, you might want to just try not drinking wine and beer, champagne, or anything that has a lot of organic matter still in it, and move away to a distilled spirit like Blanco tequila. So the good news is her doctor didn't tell her to stop drinking. The bad news is Blanco tequila and taking a shot on a Tuesday night didn't really fit what she was trying to accomplish, because she wasn't trying to have like shots and party. She just was trying to relax and unwind after a long day. She's a big cook, something I know nothing about. And she started actually infusing her own tequila, which the first infusion, a lot of people ask, was a cucumber jalapeno, which is unique because a lot of times what you start off with is not what you end up with. But in this case, she did. And she started infusing it. She did this happily for about 8 or 9 years. Exactly. I like the visual aid that you're showing, the cucumber jalapeno. And she did this happily for 8 or 9 years. And after a while, she looked like a bootlegger because everybody was asking for her tequila. Hey, can you bring it at a party? Hey, can you bring your sister's tequila at a party? And Sarka and all of us enjoyed having her tequila at her house, at parties. We would take some for our friends and our parties and everything. And then Kat looked at Sarka and I and said, "Hey, do you want to start a tequila company?" And we're like, "Yeah, like that's hard. Let's just do that."
Not.
And so off we went and started our tequila company.
That's crazy. So then obviously this is your sister, Nicole. Sarka, at what point are you like, all right, I'm all in on this?
Well, I mean, it's like I love margaritas and I love going to Kat's house, enjoying a party. I have a background in food and beverage and engineering, and I just thought it would be super fun and adventurous to take this leap. And at the start, we didn't really know. We always were serious about our dream. We were always serious about making this into something. But I had another job. I had kids. So it started out as like, let's see where we can take this. And yeah, I think the moment was, Kat and Nicole have this gravitational pull. So it's just super fun to hang out. And I also thought I could make a meaningful contribution to getting this to market, to taking what Kat was doing in her kitchen and scaling it up.
So
it's interesting because you can obviously have amazing personalities, which all 3 of you do.
Yeah.
And then you add alcohol, especially tasty, easy to drink alcohol to the mix. And it's kind of a hard combination to say no to.
We just had a message from Scotty in our live chat, and he said these women need to do a TED Talk with this story.
Yeah.
So we're putting it out there.
Also, there is a request in our chat. Okay. And I don't know if it was Jen or Lisa. They are both sisters. They live in New Jersey. And they said that the cucumber jalapeno is actually hard to find where they are. So if you
because
can
it's always sold out, though.
Yeah, if you can send extra shipments to like central New Jersey, I think you'll do really well.
We got you, girls.
Call Sarah.
We got you.
Also, so
we'll call.
Fun fact about them, they're twin sisters. They actually have a bake shop, a bake company, and they were telling us earlier that they use the grapefruit hibiscus in their lime margarita cookies. So,
oh my God, we need that info.
Okay.
I need to get. I live in Pennsylvania, so I can get to you very quickly, my friend. I need to put those right in.
We'll make that connection happen. But so, Sarika, you were saying how Kat was going from small batch or just making it at home, and then obviously it's like, okay, we're going to start this company. What is that first step of Kat making this in her house? I think she told us she was using Brita filters last year to, okay, well, here's a company, it's bottled, and everyone is buying it.
Well, that's funny because early on, I actually had this dream. I'm an engineer, and I had this like vision of it was like a steampunk Rube Goldberg Ferris wheel thing with Brita filters spinning around and filling the bottles. And I think, the first step was really to rule that out. It was like we weren't going to buy 50,000 Brita filters. That would have put us out of business from the start. So we really had to just think about how we were going to scale without compromising. And, Diageo owns our IP right now, so I can't talk about that. But I can say that the first step was really to ask a whole lot of additional questions. What you do in a kitchen is consistently delicious, but it might not be consistent in other ways. Like maybe the jalapenos are hot one time, extra hot. Maybe one thing we found is the ABV wasn't consistent. And the CRT and TTB, they're not going to go for that. So we had to really solve for how are we going to keep what we love about this, which is the taste, and keep it accessible, a great price point for everybody, and make it available to more people.
So a year ago when we talked to Kat, these were, I believe it was the same 3 flavors. Mm-hmm. Do you call them flavors, by the way, or infusions?
Infusions.
Expressions. Okay.
Yes.
So then in the last year, has it been like, maybe we'll try some new infusions, or have you guys just been like, this is it, we're all in on these 3?
For us, those 3, in our mind, we haven't made a flavored tequila. We've made 3 Blanco tequilas with a profile that makes every cocktail or every tequila drink more drinkable and more delicious and refreshing. Like if you're drinking a 21 Seeds cocktail and you don't feel refreshed after that, we've done something wrong, right? That's in our mind how we feel. And so these are 3 infusions that are basically can make any cocktail, either tequila or non-tequila, traditional cocktails like an espresso martini with our Valencia orange, and Mr. Black makes a delicious espresso martini, and just makes a delicious Negroni, makes a delicious old fashioned, all these different things. So these for us are 3 Blancos with an expression or a profile.
And I love this.
In the future, we're obviously, we always like to push the envelope and move forward. And so we're thinking about what could be our next thing.
Okay.
Well, we do have, I know Easter's on the way, and every single company is going to start doing their Peeps flavor. So I think that's...
Yes. Yes.
No, I do want to say there's 2 things. One, we have a comment from Christian Nicole in the chat. It said, I normally don't like flavors, but 21 Seeds has been delicious. And I will say with tequila specifically,
again, like you said, it's not.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Like you nailed it, obviously.
Yeah.
That it's not a flavor; it's infused, and that is the difference.
But what I think is really cool is with tequila normally, at least for me, is if I'm having a refreshing tequila drink, it's because it's mixed with like a ton of other things, right? It's in a cocktail that has a bunch of other things mixed in there. But I think the craziest thing is you can drink this literally with club soda or on the rocks, and it
That's what you
still is refreshing. And I feel like that's not a normal thing for essentially straight tequila.
But that also goes back to
Yeah.
Kat not feeling great the next day. That's my problem when I order a margarita. It's basically a slushy. Like it's all these
Right.
sugar things, and I'm like, I just want the alcohol to taste
Yeah.
good, and you did that.
Yeah,
You know what's interesting
ironically,
is-
none of us. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, from a science perspective, your liver, it has to process the sugar and it has to process the alcohol. So if you want to feel better, just drink something where you don't have to add a lot. And that is absolutely the goal. We wanted to do something, smooth, not too sweet, with a touch of flavor. And it's interesting that you say, we consider ourselves to be three Blancos with a profile. And you can get a profile through aging, you can get it in other ways, and we did that through infusion. So you really touched on exactly kind of what we set out to do, which is make this something that you don't have to add a whole lot of junk to enjoy.
What you obviously are three women that founded this company. By the way, girls call the shots. I will say this every time. It's like my favorite tagline. I know Amy here at Seattle Cocktail Club has the hat just sitting in her office on the shelf. I'm like, it's so good. But
And the hashtag is on the screen right now. If you
Yes.
ever go get yourself some 21 Seeds, if you see it at the store, make sure you post that on Instagram and use the hashtag Girls
Yeah.
Call the Shots.
as three women creating this company, were you surprised at how much men loved the brand? Because like Anthony's a big fan.
Oh, it's great.
Well, you obviously set out to target, I'd assume, to target women, but were you like, oh my God, all these guys love it too?
We weren't surprised because we wanted to make the best product, and we didn't make it just for women. We weren't like, this is
Right.
an only women tequila brand. I mean, we made it for ourselves. And it's like, if you build it, they will come, right? And so we are obviously three moms, three women. We made it for all of the reasons why we're drinking the way we were. And then, of course, I mean, my husband would argue he's a bigger fan than I am. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true because I'm a founder, but
Well, yeah, so
there you
it's kinda
go.
what you put all your
That's hilarious.
Now, and staying on the same track here, like three women starting this company, was it difficult for you guys in an industry that I think, for the most part, at least historically, has been dominated by men? Was there a weird learning curve? Like, was there friction getting into the industry? And obviously, it's International Women's Month, so this also fits that whole thing. But
Yes.
was there an issue, or what did you learn? I guess being three women entering, like I said, a historically male-dominated industry.
Well,
Sorry, do you want this or me?
Go ahead. I think we each have our own perspective,
Love
but
that.
Let's hear both.
Yeah. First, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. It was different because we came at it differently. We were trying to solve all the pain points of a female consumer, where she is, where she shops, where she sees and discovers brands. And that is very different than where traditionally male shop. We also have a different palate than men do. And so we also wanted to have things that are lighter drink. Like a lot of times people delivered something not as harsh by making it sweet. And that's not what we wanted. And that's not what any of our friends wanted. They wanted something that just wasn't harsh.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right. And so like lowering the ABV was important for us, making something very drinkable. We weren't sipping tequila. We weren't, we wanted to go out with our girlfriends and have a good time. And like, we weren't learning about sitting with the bartender and learning about the whole history of agave. Like, we wanted to hang out with our girlfriends and hang out there. And so that's why we started very differently by going off premise and then moving to on premise. And on premise is super important for us because now that people have drank it at home and want to now go to bars and restaurants and enjoy that. And I like, my favorite moment is to enjoy a spicy margarita at a bar or a restaurant, and hang out. I actually hang out with the bartender and want to talk about agave all day long. So there you go.
Sarika, what about your perspective?
Well, I was just going to say, building on what Nicole said, we had this early conversation with a distributor, and it was funny because we were talking to them about all the things that we would do and how we would set up promotions, and we mentioned Galentine's Day, and the distributor was like, "Do you mean Valentine's Day?" Like they just had no idea that that was a thing. And so I would say that's sort of one example of how we ran into like our perspective and our voice and how we wanted to talk about things and kind of going up against maybe the classic way that things were sold in the industry or perceived. But it really has been also a very positive experience because we found a niche for ourselves. And even in the like inception of the product, you know, our the partner distillery that we work with, that was owned by a woman, and so that was you know, an interesting experience. And of course, the master distiller there was a man, and they make products for other people, but we wanted to do it our way. And so we've always had to collaborate and kind of stay firm in our you know, not compromise on how we wanted to do things. And so that's I guess it's been like, I wouldn't say it's been a challenge, but it's always been something that we've had to communicate our unique perspective.
I mean, I think that's also what makes your, like you just said, a unique perspective. That is what makes this brand what it is, from what it tastes like to what it looks like. Like, I love the labels so much. And also, this little guy, I mean, come on. It's my favorite. I think I have the one from last year on my Christmas tree.
We love the pom-poms. That's from our visit in Tanola. We saw these gorgeous pom-poms, and we said, we want to dress up our bottle just like the feeling of just walking through the streets of Tanola, the market.
By the way, we have Martha, who listens to us from Kansas, and she is a huge fan of 21 Seeds. She says she has it all the time at home, but she just said, I save all the tassels. So that's really cool.
Everyone loves little
I know.
add-ons.
It's
you know?
my favorite.
For real, we appreciate you guys making time for us. I know we had some technical difficulties in the beginning, but thank you for being patient with us.
But before we go, each of your favorite you have to pick one of your favorite cocktails with 21 Seeds.
I'll let you go first, Sarika.
It's hard to pick, but the spicy marg just hits it every time.
Okay, spicy marg.
I probably drink more than Sarika, so I would probably say I a lot of times just do a seed and soda with a splash of something.
Delicious.
But yes, the spicy marg is not hard. And if I have a party without a spicy marg at my house, I think I would lose half that party. They would just walk away.
That's fair.
So.
Well, yeah, we got a lot of the chat saying love a spicy marg.
Yeah.
So, ladies, seriously, thank you very much for joining the show. We need to make this a tradition. But next year, I want all three of you here in person for Seattle Cocktail Week and Carnival of Cocktails, and we're going to actually drink together. Okay?
Yes. I love it.
That'll happen. By the way, anyone going to Carnival of Cocktails this weekend, just stop by their booth.
Yeah.
Maybe use all your tickets at the 21 Seeds
It's not
booth.
a bad place to get rid of all those tickets because those drinks are delicious.
So good. Thank you both, seriously, and congratulations on everything you've done with the brand. We appreciate you for being here and taking the time. We know you have a busy day, so thank you for doing this with us.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. See you next year.
Yes.
See you next year.
Yes.
Hopefully before, but yes.
That was so much fun.
That was awesome.
Honestly, it was.
When it worked, that was awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. We had some issues, but it was all. The problem is we have a new like platform that we use for videos,
But still.
and for some reason we get like feedback sometimes. So we'll figure that out. But I think once it got going, we were all good, and they're so pleasant to talk to.
They're great.
We've now crossed off all three of the
That's
founding
what I'm saying.
members.
Got to get them all together.
So.
And thank you to everyone for just being in the chat through all of that and dealing with it, because there is in this part of the job, there's truly nothing worse than when you have a guest
and you have
something's
technical
not working.
difficulties. Yeah,
I literally want to just be like, I'm just going to pass out and make that the thing that happens.
It's funny because it's easy to do this part of the job where you're just talking, and it's actually not that hard to do the technical side. It's just very hard to do the technical side and the talking side simultaneously.
Put the link in the chat. Let's get people to join, and we'll test it out right now live.
I don't have that one. That one has a password. So we could try it. I could make a new one actually. Here, you want to try it?
So this is called Video Ninja. You don't need a login.
I mean, this is a little dangerous to do here, but we'll try it.
Listen, if anyone, and I mean anyone, whips their ween out on me.
What about me?
You whip yours out or whip them out to you?
Whip it out on the camera. I'm not going to do that.
Well, then we're signing up for OnlyFans. If you do it, I will find you, and I will cut it off.
Okay, enter the room's control center here. We don't need... All right, let's see. Copy link. Are you sure, Carla Marie?
Yeah, do it. This is the best birthday present.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Squirrel Daddy. Why are they calling you that?
What is it?
Squirrel Daddy?
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't look like a
Nuts?
squirrel. Maybe. So we got that. That's it. It's in there. It's in the chat.
Well, they won't be live automatically. You have to put them on.
So what I'll do is we can actually put them here.
Also,
on
the
this
game
screen.
they were playing ended. It was the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was making drinks.
There is a command people can put in there in the game to get it going again. I think you do ! Continue, but I don't know if you have to be a mod or whatever the deal is. So, let me try this real quick. Where did I put it?
Mandarin Rose. That Instagram live will be my unfortunate Roman Empire.
Here we go. Video Ninja. I can hide that. All right, let's see.
Well, wait.
We got a purple screen. No one's there yet. We're going to go into... Okay, let's see.
Oh!
Okay, let me...
Is that generally so I can't tell. It's tiny.
Hold on. I hit copy here.
I wish people could put their names.
They can. I just don't have that selected, but I will from now on. We're going to copy that. And I can paste that
hear people.
here.
State your name.
Hold on. There's only one person we can put on at a time at the moment.
Right?
Oh.
Or no?
Wait, say that again?
There's Martha. Hi.
I can't see at the moment. I just hear people say,
There we go.
hey! Oh, it's bolted. This is the best. Okay. Well, talk to see how it sounds.
I can see you guys.
Okay. Can you hear us?
I can see Martha and I can see Juan.
Oh, yeah, but Martha's not on the live screen yet. Oh.
Okay.
Hold on.
You should be able to hear us. Let's see. Hello. You guys can all hear us now, right?
Is everybody else frozen?
No,
we
can hear you.
But
So
we
you're
can't, I can't
all
see
not
Carla
on the
Marie
live.
Anthony, right? Is that not the point here?
Is all their
I don't know
audio
what's
on
happening.
Twitch?
Yes.
No, you can't see them on here. I can see them on my screen.
Okay.
And
What
it's
do you-
just
Hey,
giving me major 4 years ago vibes of everyone sitting at home on Zoom.
I want to see
going,
Carla Marie and Anthony. Don't close your window. It's daylight.
I know, getting a glare.
Oh my
Okay.
God, this is hilarious.
So
Okay.
I think it just means that we have to have one phone and then one laptop, and we'll watch on the laptop.
So
Play
I have my
phone.
second screen up, so they're on my other side.
I was going to say,
Got
who's
it.
the person
Yeah, I
that
can't
know-
hear them, so I'm not sure.
I have
I
it
can hear
muted
it.
on my other side.
Okay.
So now we can
Are
put
they
everyone
talking to
on the
anyone?
screen.
Are they talking, Jen?
Whoa. Oh, wait. Can you not hear us?
So I don't
want to be
in the background of yours, so I turn
There we go. Okay, that
Okay.
would probably help.
And yes, I'm wearing a night shirt. I'm like
Oh,
Ebenezer
there we
Scrooge.
go. We're on the screen now.
Oh,
You guys are live on Twitch. Hi.
hello everyone.
This is so fun. Claire just said, oh my gosh. This is
Hey, live on Twitch.
amazing. Okay, introduce yourselves to everyone watching.
All right, now we're there.
Scotty, you go 1st. Can you hear us?
But I can't hear them.
No, I can't hear us even. So
This is
I can hear them.
Okay.
Carla Marie almost died.
So
oh,
they can't hear
We
us.
can- I can
The
hear
audience
you
can hear
all
all
on
of us,
Twitch.
right? Claire, you can hear all of us?
We can't hear
I'm
them.
so glad we're doing this live.
Yes, we could. I can hear them.
I can hear all of you.
This is so fun. This is the best birthday present ever. Okay, so the
You
audience
see, this is the
can hear all of
problem.
us.
I have screens open, and I can see them,
Jen, Lisa,
and I can see us.
they can't hear
That's the
us.
problem.
I don't know
Yeah.
how or why. Nothing seems to be working. Let me try one more thing.
But they can hear us
Mic
on
is
Twitch.
working for our audience.
so
Yes.
weird.
Martha, can you hear me? Martha.
All right, so I'm cooking quinoa.
We couldn't
There's
have chosen
some
a worse
broccoli
event today.
and chicken.
No, this made me so happy.
There are my rabbits.
This is the best.
It is nice seeing everybody.
Say hello,
Oh,
rabbit.
Oh my
There's my
god.
other rabbit.
Okay.
And fun.
I think that's Juan showing us
Nice.
around his house.
I don't know
Uh-huh.
what's going on anymore. There is a way. What I,
I
do
love
like about
it.
this is there's
I
a
just
way
made
to
hash
put
browns
all
and
the
eggs,
videos in
'cause
with
it's-
one link.
Ooh.
Yes.
Normally it's 12:14 for me as of
That's
last
one
week,
link
and
to
now it's
pull up
9:14 for me.
everybody
So
instead of bringing in
Lazy-
everyone's individual
lazy boy.
video, which
Yeah.
we did last time. But you know what? It's time to get out of here because I don't think they can hear us. It's just time to say goodbye. So we're going to go back to a regular screen. I'm going to turn off.
I think.
I hear somebody.
Oh, this is why they couldn't hear us.
There
Now
he
they
is.
should all hear us.
Hi.
Oh,
There
can
you
hear
guys
us
are.
now?
Yes.
I don't hear them now.
Hi.
Wait, can you hear us now?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, hi guys.
Now we're all good.
Yay. Troubleshooting 101.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, Chris said I'm getting such a pandemic Zoom flashback.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're still learning how to use this system. But thank you guys for joining us.
This is the best. Good morning.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Love
birthday.
you guys. Appreciate you. We'll
All
see you
right.
Thursday.
It is time for us to all just take a break. I think
it's
everyone
only,
needs to rest.
It's only fair we get to see everybody's faces. They see ours.
That's true. All right. See you
Bye,
guys later.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Oh. There we go.
Show